Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Academy Answers podcast. Thanks for joining, thanks for listening in, and I have a very exciting episode this morning that I am eager to share with you. And if you listen to me for any period of time, you would have realized that the concept came out of a Facebook blog that I started in 2013, 2014, and because of the work I did on that Facebook group, which is still there, Academy of Success, Happiness, Full Potential on Facebook. You can search for the group or the page. And what we do, we used to blog on the topic of personal development and business, and then people started to reach out to ask questions, and instead of answering people individually, I decided that I'm better off doing it in a way that scales, meaning that because we know from history that what one person goes through as a human being, more people all over the world go through the same thing. We have the same experiences pretty much. As much as we are unique, we are similar, and we struggle with different things, and that's why books are so powerful and important and so helpful, because someone have an experience, put it in a book, and for years to come, people are learning from that. As Muhammad says, it takes a man about 75 years to learn to live on his own, and by that time he's almost dead. So the best way to have a good life is to learn from the experiences of others. Stand on someone else's shoulder. If they make the mistake, you don't have to make it. And there's a saying that goes that there are two types of people who can't make it in this world. And there are the people who can only do as they are told, and the people who can not do as they are told. There are two types of people who cannot make it in this world. There are the people who can only do as they are told, and the people who cannot do as they are told. You must have a teachable spirit. You must be willing to shelve the ego, shed the arrogance, and learn. Because we were born empty. Outside of a couple of instincts, everything else we know is because we learned. So I was on a coaching call yesterday just to get into it, and these calls came, and I got here telling you because these people, or for want of a better word, reach out to me based on that work that I've done it on Facebook so many years ago, which I don't do today. I do podcast mainly when it comes on to this type of content. So this person reached out to me, and she told me that she is handing in her resignation from her day job. She makes 6 figures a year, and she's comfortable, and she has some emergency fund, the standard financial advice type of emergency fund, 6 months, and she can get by. And of course, her partner is able to support her and her 2 kids, even if that emergency fund wasn't there. So let me just put some context to it. But she said that when she, and I wanted to tell you that so you know where I'm coming from. I'm not telling you to go quit your job. I'm not telling you to do this and do that. And that is your own situation. Situations are too delicate and are too vast for me to actually tell you in a wide way to go and quit your job. Some people will do it, some people won't. I don't know your exact situations. So she said that her best hours, first, she want more. She have dreams, she have plans, she have outlook to establish businesses and to do something different with her life, to take herself beyond what a job can offer. So she have come to the conclusion that her best hours, when she should be working on these things, these plans that she have, are being sold she's selling her life. She's making a bargain with her time every morning, and she refused to continue that way. So she has made this bold move. After 20 years, she's made this bold move to hand in her resignation in a couple of weeks and go off to build her life and her business. And first I told her that I admire her. I admire her. I admire people who are willing to go, who are willing to break their comfort zone. I admire that, because I know that that's the very same thing why an airplane is in the sky. That's the very same thing why you can listen to me. That's the very same thing that we have cars, and that's why we have everything. Otherwise we'll be in caves and be riding cattle and trying to get around on foot and all that stuff. Using a lamp or using the sun to get light and all that stuff. So it's because someone was willing to go further, and someone was willing to think of something and have that conviction to push to make it a reality. So I admire that. That is the very foundation upon which all progress have been built. That's why we are here today. And then it got me to start to think, why is it that most people wouldn't do that? And I'll make this short. I'll make this very short, because I want you to get this in a nice bite size where you can mull over it in your mind and you can make the connection and probably make a move on something that you want to make a move on. That is for your success, for your betterment. There is the general talk that everybody's behind, that everybody pushes forward and everybody cling on to. The reason why you're not successful is because we have fear. The reason why we're not successful is because we procrastinate. The reason we're not successful is because of the government. The reason why we can't make money is because we didn't come from a good background. We didn't go to a certain college. We didn't have the degree. The system is rigged. The rich people are taking all the stuff. There's no thing for the poor man. They won't help us. There's too many taxes, government policies, the comfort zone, the indiscipline, the distraction of social media, all that stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not taking anything from those stuff. I'm not discounting the effects of these things. But I've brought myself to the conclusion after long contemplation that the number one reason why people don't get the result they want is their lives. Why people don't reach the success, why people don't reach the goals, why people don't reach the dreams, why people don't achieve the desires of their heart is because they've never really truly go for it. That is it. And that's what that young lady was doing. That young lady, by deciding that she's going to go for it, that is the number one reason why people are successful. And not going for it is the number one reason why people will not get anything, most things that is beyond the ordinary for their lives. They'll dream of it, but they've never really actually go all in to go for it. And you would not imagine the percentage of people who actually only dip their toes in the deep end and never jump off in the deep end. And there's no way to get anything that is more than shallow unless you jump off in the deep end. The ship is not coming in, you gotta swim out to it. The number one reason, my friend, I'll make this very short this morning. The number one reason why you may not, if you ever miss that thing that is big, that is beyond the normal, that beyond the average that you see around you, the humdrum life, the paycheck to paycheck, the menial, the scarcity. The number one reason that you will not get to it is because you have never really truly go all in and go for it. And I will say nothing more on it. So only those who go too far will find out how far they can go. Only those who go too far will find out how far they can go. Go for it is your redemption. All in, go for it. If you never go for it, you'll never get it. Thank you, my friends. Have a good morning. Always a pleasure.